Let's talk about something that's becoming more and more normal: smoking weed. They say, it's just a plant. It helps me chill. It's not as bad as alcohol. It's legal now. But legal doesn't always mean godly. And what's normal in the world can still be destructive to your soul. This is Seeing Unlimited Greatness. And today we're going to break down what's really wrong with smoking weed, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and purposefully. Before we jump into this powerful video, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and drop a comment down below. Every bit of support helps this video reach more people who need it. We're not just making videos, we're building something real, something that speaks to the heart. Your like, your comment, your subscription, it all matters. So, lock in, show love, and let's get into this video. Let's go deep. Most people don't smoke weed because life is perfect. They smoke because they're anxious, they're depressed, they can't sleep, they need to escape, they want to stop overthinking. But hear this. Anything you use to avoid your truth is not healing, it's hiding. Weed may numb the pain for a moment, but it never fixes what's broken. It only makes you comfortable in the dysfunction. Let's talk about what weed does to your mind. Slows your reaction time, dulls your motivation, weakens memory, impairs focus, makes deep prayer harder, disrupts your spiritual discernment. You can't fully hear God when your spirit is clouded. Clarity and cannabis don't go together, and purpose requires a clear mind, not a hazy one. One of the biggest arguments is, but it's natural. God made the plant. Yes, He made a lot of things that aren't meant to be inhaled and abused. Just because something grows from the ground doesn't mean it's meant to rule your life. Cocaine comes from a plant, so does tobacco, so does opium. But when you take something God created and pervert its purpose, you're no longer in alignment with His will, you're in bondage. Ask yourself, what do I turn to when I feel sad, anxious, lonely, stressed? If the answer is weed, not God, then it has replaced Him. That's not just a habit, that's idolatry. You don't bow down to a golden calf, but you light up something that you think gives you peace. The Bible says, you cannot serve two masters. Matthew 6:24. Either you're led by the Spirit, or you're led by smoke. Weed offers temporary calm, a momentary high, a sense of peace. But when it wears off, the overthinking comes back, the emotional weight returns, the spiritual emptiness intensifies. You didn't solve anything. You just hit pause, and over time it becomes harder and harder to function without it. That's not freedom, that's dependency. You might still be showing up for life, but how much better could you be without it? Makes you comfortable doing the bare minimum, kills urgency, lowers ambition, delays goals, feeds procrastination. You say, I'm chill, but you're also stuck. You say, I'm relaxed, but your purpose is paused. Weed keeps you numb in the waiting room, when God is calling you to walk in purpose. Let's get spiritual. The enemy doesn't care if you're not doing anything evil, as long as you're not doing anything impactful. Weed opens spiritual doors. When your mind is altered, you're more vulnerable to deception. You entertain thoughts that aren't of God. You lose sensitivity to conviction. You don't need to be drunk for the devil to have access. Being mentally checked out is enough. God designed you to think clearly, walk boldly, face pain with courage, heal from the inside out. Rely on His strength, not substances. Weed feels like peace, but Jesus is peace. And when you let go of the smoke, you make room for real healing, real answers, real breakthrough. You don't need to escape. You need to face it and overcome it. Life requires you to be present. You can't build the business, fix the relationship, raise the family, grow in your gift, or walk in full power if your mind is constantly cloudy. You weren't created to stay high. You were created to elevate in purpose. And to elevate, you need vision, focus, conviction, discipline, sobriety. And this is your reminder. You don't need weed to relax. You don't need it to create. You don't need it to cope. You don't need it to feel good. You need healing. You need clarity. You need God. You need you, fully awake, fully alive, fully locked in. Weed may be legal, but that doesn't make it helpful. That doesn't make it holy. That doesn't mean it belongs in your temple. Let it go. Watch your focus return. Watch your discipline rise. Watch your calling unlock. because nothing in this world, not even smoke, should ever come before your peace, your purpose, or your God. You're tired of being foggy. You're tired of being dependent. You're tired of escaping instead of healing. And today, I'm walking with you through how to quit smoking weed for good. This isn't about shame, it's about freedom. Step 1. Admit it's holding you back. You can't quit what you keep defending. It's just a plant. I'm still functional. It's not a real addiction. I could stop if I really wanted to. But let's be real. If something controls when you sleep, when you eat, how you feel, and how you deal with pain, that's bondage, not balance. Admit this. It's stealing your clarity, it's slowing your purpose, and it's making you settle for less. Step 2. Understand why you started to break the habit. You have to find the root. Ask yourself, when did I first start smoking? Was I trying to cope? Escape? Be accepted? Silence anxiety? Avoid my thoughts? Weed isn't the real issue. The real issue is the wound underneath. Healing begins when you stop silencing pain and start listening to it. Step 3. Replace the ritual. Weed becomes part of a daily rhythm. Wake and bake. Smoke to eat. Smoke to sleep. Smoke to think. Smoke to chill. That rhythm has to be replaced, not just removed. New habits. Prayer and meditation. Journaling thoughts. Deep breathing or cold showers. Exercise and movement. Talking to God instead of lighting up. Replace the smoke with spirit. Replace the high with healing. Step 4. Clean out your triggers. Let's get practical. Delete the plug's number. Throw away pipes, papers, lighters. Stop hanging in places where you always smoked. Don't keep emergency weed. Unfollow weed pages and meme accounts. Make relapse harder to access. Make healing easier to choose. What you keep in your environment reflects what you're still entertaining in your mind. Step 5. Prepare for withdrawal. Quitting isn't just a decision, it's a process. You may feel irritable, anxious, sleepless, emotional, restless, empty. But hear me, you're not going crazy. You're detoxing. Your body is learning how to feel again, how to function without fog, how to deal with stress without a cloud. And once you push through the discomfort, you get your real power back. Step 6. Speak to the temptation. Temptation will whisper. Just one hit. You've been good all week. This time it won't hurt. You'll quit again tomorrow. But don't entertain the voice that once kept you in bondage. Every time it speaks, respond with truth. I'm not that person anymore. I choose peace, not poison. My healing means more than this high. Temptation loses power when you speak with conviction. Step 7. Connect to real people, not just the habit. Isolation feeds addiction. Smoking might have become your only peace or social outlet. But you need deeper connection now. Join a support group. Tell a trusted friend. Connect with people who value sobriety. Spend time around people who make you feel seen, not high. You don't need a blunt to feel connected. You need truth, conversation, and love. Step 8. Let God into the process. You can try cold turkey. You can try therapy. You can try willpower. But real freedom comes when you surrender this to God. Say, Lord, I need your help. Take the taste out of my mouth. Fill the space that weed used to hold. Give me new cravings for peace, clarity, discipline, and purpose. You can't fight spiritual battles with physical strength. This is a soul-level fight, and God already has the victory, if you invite Him in. Step 9. Create a new vision for your life. Imagine your life. Focused, energetic, clear-minded, spiritually alert, motivated, at peace. That life is waiting for you, but it starts when you walk away from what's been slowing you down. Set new goals. Take on new projects. Build new habits. Start dreaming again. You don't need weed to feel good about life. You just need to feel good about who you're becoming. You're not losing a lifestyle. You're reclaiming a future. You're not missing out. You're leveling up. You're not weak for needing to quit. You're strong for choosing to. And even if you failed 1,000 times, today can still be day one. So throw it out. Let it go. Cry if you have to. Struggle through the silence. But don't stop, because the clearest version of you is almost here. If you'd like to support the channel and help us keep pushing forward, there are links in the description where you can donate. Every contribution helps us reach more people, do more good, and keep this mission alive. There's also a store down below where you can grab something for yourself, or even better, a gift for someone you care about. It's a simple way to spread love and let someone know they matter. We're all just trying to grow, to become better, to rise above the noise and step into who we're really meant to be. And I truly believe change is possible, the kind of change that creates a ripple effect and helps others see the beauty still left in this world. This channel is about real growth, real transformation, and I'm here to give you a front row seat to what that looks like. Raw, honest, and grounded in purpose. God is within all of us, and my goal is simple: to reflect that light as clearly and powerfully as I can for you and for the world around us.